Good morning, namaste. Welcome all to morning session. This is 13th batch and day 75. We are going through exercise 2. Namaste Gopal Bhaiya. Can we start?
नमस्ते दीदी
जी
जी
भैया. People.
so namaste everyone. So we are practicing exercise 2, observing body by the self. So now in step 5 we are trying to see the role of body and role of my sanskar while interacting with others. So when we interact with others, role of body is very definite, limited. So role of body is to pass information only. So when someone interact, it creates some sensation on body, and if I decide, I start reading this sensation. So role of body is to just have information of outside. Now I am reading it, I am giving meaning to it, and my meaning is based on my sanskar. If my sanskars are aligned with reality, then this meaning impact my state of being in harmonious manner. If my sanskars are not aligned with the reality and we give meaning with some assumption, it may create some reaction. And due to this reaction, I become unhappy within. So my happiness and unhappiness is because of my sanskar, my assumption. With this, I decide to respond or react outside. So once I decide, I use my body to express myself outside. So again, when I am going to express, I use my body. So this is how I am interacting with the other person using my body and my sanskar. So we need to be aware all these steps. Am I able to see all these steps? So some sensation in the body, I am reading it with decision, giving meaning based on my sanskar, being happy and happy. Based on reaction or respond, I am deciding to express outside and using my body to express myself outside. So this is how we are communicating with others using our body. So let's take few sharing on this assignment. Are we able to see it or not? Or it appears? नमस्ते भैया.
जी भैया नमस्ते नमस्ते सभी को
जी.
भैया this step is very much useful for me and you can say it is my favorite step. It may be sensation also because in this step number 5 particularly exercise step number 5 giving meaning to the sensation, because as we say that our imagination is governed by all these three: preconditioning, sensation and natural acceptance. But maximum time We are governed by the sensations, means maximum, though it is preconditioning, but sensation also plays role. But bhaiya, as we go and see deeper and deeper into the means we can see deeper into the body. So it says that means whenever I hear some words from others, so there is always sensation in my body. So what happens? It means I decisively read it and I give meaning to that sensation. So while giving the meaning, I have to see that whether I am means influenced or not. So this influence is depending upon whatever is my samskar. But naturally, being the innateness is my happiness, I am taking it as for means for my development. Suppose somebody is giving me some instruction, or suppose somebody is giving me the feedback from my behavior, and it always happens, but I am taking whatever be the positive things in means which are useful for me for my development, but I am never coming what that is called under opposition. Means always I am finding the but what other can see that there is a development or there is a excitement in me and I am not behaving properly, or there are some hilna dulna in me. But bhaiya, I again, it was discussed with Kumar bhaiya also, I am always happy and feeling relationship with others. So please guide me in this issue, because whosoever tells me something, if somebody shouts me, somebody scolds me, I say sorry and miss. But I am trying to improve if I am wrong. But in my maybe my assumption, I think that I am doing for the miss with happily. So this I wanted to share today. Ji bhaiya. Thank you.
जी भैया. So it is good that है ना, your sanskar has acceptance that other is helping you in your development. है ना. So your sanskars are good. That's why it is happening. So for example, है ना, when you are teaching in class and you scold some students, so one student may get irritated, maybe irritated. How you can shout on me? Other student may take it as a positive that you have shouted on me for my
जी
development.
जी जी
So it is totally on our sanskar. So if I am able to see relationship with others, I have acceptance of others, then I take his actions as the help of my development.
जी.
So somehow your sanskars are good, bhaiya. That's why it is happening.
Maybe, but bhaiya, it seems others are always giving me so many feedbacks as if I am doing all the time all the wrong things. But I am
So it
taking it.
is.
Ji ji
Uh, so two things there. I am taking it positively by
ji
convincing myself, or I
ji
am taking it positively, comfortably.
ji
So whenever other person is giving me feedback, and I can
ji
evaluate also how
ji ji
much
ji.
is right, how much I need to work, or how
Yeah,
much
yeah, yeah.
it is not right. So that we
Uh,
can do.
ji
So
ji ji
for example, you are doing this morning session
ji
and your family members give you feedback that you are attending this morning session for a long time,
ji
but you are still lacking in living.
ji ji
Sometimes you irritate
ji
us.
ji
So they are giving feedback. If I have a feeling of relationship, I will accept it and also
ji
evaluate it.
ji ji
So there are many changes in us, but all those changes are not visible to the others. Some changes are visible to only me.
ji ji.
So that's why they are saying in the form of complaint,
जी
because
जी
they are not able to see all the changes. So
exactly
that is up to
exactly
our sanskar.
yeah yeah
How I will take others' feedback.
जी जी जी
है ना?
जी
So it is a matter of sanskar.
जी भैया जी भैया
जी
sorry, I will take half a minute now.
जी
I
जी
can see that if I would have been disturbed, if I would have been taken that in a wrong way, whatever the feedback I am getting, or if I am really wrong, so it would have adversely effect on my body also, on my condition, because means by this time I have explored this self and body, it is coexistence and it is performing as per. If your self is disturbed, means if I am disturbed in imagination, it affects my body also. But during the last 60 years, means as if I am recognizing all these development from 3 4 years, I'm having good memory. But there is not any means this is like thing or something wrong in the body. I'm always feeling happy. So maybe the problem, or maybe it is my by birth itself. But thank you, Bhaiya, improving me. I will take care. I am also already taking care. But what due to my this fast action, maybe some others are really they are disturbed sometimes. So I will try to improve. I will try to change it. But still,
जी
I means I am trying, Bhaiya. जी जी नमस्ते.
जी. So
Thank you.
maybe your actions are not as per the competence of others,
जी जी
and
जी जी exactly
that's why there is a gap
exactly
between
exactly.
you and the other.
I'm Bhaiya, I am finding it everywhere in my college also. Means whatever are my actions, it may be my assumptions, they are really
हम्म,
faster. And whatever others
जी
are understanding, I can catch it in few seconds. And my memory is sharp. Now I'm observer here in our Sambhaji Nagar. So I can know the names within 1 or 2 days. I am taking attendance. So nobody can what that is called as somebody tries to go away. Somebody uses mobile. So they are not. They are knowing that this person knows, and that's why I could handle Jabalpur FDP with the 140 delegates with the help of Vanchana
जी
Didi and
जी
all. Thank you, Bhaiya. Sorry, I have taken some more time today. Thank you. Namaste, Saviko. Dhanyavad. Thanks.
जी. नमस्ते भैया.
जी जी
जी. So let's take another sharing. So if anyone wants to share, are we able to see this step or not? So it is important to see that my assumptions, my sanskar, and is creating happiness and happiness in me. So sensation is sensation. Someone is speaking, his voice is coming to our ear. It is affecting body, creating some sensation. Now, some physiochemical activity has happened in the body. But while reading, the meaning I am giving to this physiochemical activity, this meaning makes me happy or unhappy. So I may understand this sensation in completeness. I may understand or interpret this sensation in part, not in completeness. So whenever I do not interpret this sensation with completeness, it creates some gap. It creates some eh, reaction in me. So for example, there is a pain in the body, right? Pain means some physiochemical activity is happening, not in a usual manner. Some transitions are happening in the body. So I can read it, I can interpret it as per my sanskar. So if I consider it as pain, that this is a pain, then I will be in reaction. So once I am in reaction, I will feel unhappy in me, and I will also try to avoid this. I will also try to suppress this because I am considering it as a pain. So actually, some physiochemical activities are happening in the body, but I am considering it as a pain. So pain means something is not good. So when something is not good, as per my assumption, what we will do? We are habitual to react. Our sanskars are habitual to react whenever something is not good. So sensations are there in the body, but I am giving meaning it to as a pain. So that's why I am in reaction. That's why I am unhappy inside because I have given meaning to this sensation as a pain. Pain means something not good. Something should not happen. So because I am considering it as a pain, so I am in trouble as a consciousness. So I have reaction inside and also I am reacting to body because of my own meaning. Another way is I can interpret it as a transitions happening in the body. So some physiochemical activities are happening. Body is a self-organized unit. It is managing something. And this is a transition period. So when I understand this, that body is a self-organized unit and some transitions are happening in the body to ensure the health of the body. So if I understand it, that these sensations are some transition, so I will not react on it. I will not consider it as a pain. I will allow body to have this transaction because body has its own mechanism. So if I am understanding this sensation in completeness, then I will allow body, I will not be in reaction inside, and I will facilitate body for this transaction, for this transition period. I will facilitate the body. But the moment I give meaning as a pain, I react inside, I react to body, and, and it creates trouble in me. And also, it's also, my reaction also creates obstacle in the process of this transition period. Right. So it is up to me, up to my sanskar, how I am understanding the events. So I may consider some transition as a pain and it will create disharmony in me because pain is not naturally acceptable to us. But if I understand it, that body is a self-organized unit and some internal mechanism are happening. Due to that, some transitions are happening. So I will understand this, I will facilitate those transitions. So I will be in harmony because I am understanding body in its completeness as a full unit. So I will facilitate body. I will wait till this transition completes. So I will be in harmony. So similarly, someone is talking to me, and, and his voice is coming to our ear. It is creating some sensation. Now, one way is I am giving some meaning. This is good. This is bad. Uh, These kind of words are not good. This tone is not good. So the moment I start giving meaning, I will be in trouble because I am labeling it as a good bad. So this bad will create reaction in me. So I am in reaction because of my own way of associating meaning to the sensation. Another ways sensations are happening and I am under trying to understand it. So when sensations are happening, so I am trying to understand it. So I can take it as an information. So the tone, the words, so these are information for me, and I am taking it as an information, and I am understanding the state of other human being with the help of this information. So this abusive language, so language, not abusive. So language is creating some sensation on my body. I am reading it as information. And with this information, I am trying to understand the state of other human being, that he is in contradiction. He is not happy. He is not comfortable inside. That's why his tone is changed. That's why his words are changed. So now I am taking this sensation as information, and I am understanding this information to understand the state of other human being. Then I can make program appropriately. What should I done to make him peaceful? What should I done to help in him to come in harmony? So when I read sensation as an information, then I can understand what to do with this information. But when I associate some meaning and that is not in completeness, then we come into reaction. So suppose one person is speaking and I am giving meaning to this word, that this is abusive language, and this language is means I am feeling disrespected, because in my assumption, in my sanskar, these the meanings of these words is disrespect. So now I am feeling disrespect, I am in reaction, and I am uncomfortable. Now I will react outside also. But I am taking word as a information and trying to understand others' state. I will be compliment to other person. So I am reading information with completeness, or I am giving my meaning to this sensation. So it is up to me. Up to means up to my sanskar. So if my sanskars are aligned with harmony, coexistence, relationship, then I will interpret this information in completeness. So I will read this sensation as an information. And with this information, we will decide what to do to become complement for others. But if my sanskars are not aligned with relationship, harmony, and coexistence, then I may give otherwise meaning to this information. And due to this otherwise meaning, I may feel disrespected, I may feel hurt, and that will cause reaction in me. And because I am in reaction inside, so I may show reaction outside also. I may start fighting outside. I may start blaming outside. So what I want to say that body is creating some sensation. So whenever I am interacting outside with someone, so it creates some sensation. Our sensation is an information. Now it is up to me how will I read this information. I may give some otherwise meaning, and due to that I may feel hurt. Due to that I am in reaction. Due to that I am reacting outside. I may take this information to understand the state of consciousness of other. Then I may make programs in me how to compliment this person. After making right program, I will take help of my body to execute it with that person. So at the level of body, only sensation is taking place. And I read it as information. Now it is up to me how I am dealing with this information. So this is how we are interacting with others. Right. So it is up to my sanskar. So ultimately, we need to work on sanskar. So if my sanskar is with completeness, so I will interpret that information in completeness. Otherwise, I may give any meaning to the information. And I may be in reaction. Right? G. So if anyone wants to share something in this discussion. Namaste, Didi.
But yeah, I have question. Considering our yesterday's discussion,
G.
I had just taken the decision that whatever happens, I have to observe. And initially, I uh, gave this thought that now only I have to resolve this. But again, I felt that this is reaction that I am forcing myself. So I said to myself that I will keep myself open. And if I'm aware at that time, if something happens, if something I discover about my father, then I will continue with that. So around 10:30, I was with my father, and I came to know that he has not had his food, and I became very uncomfortable with it. And I took a decision that okay, now I'm uh, understanding that uh, I'm going to go into some reaction. So I will just observe. I will not react. I will just observe. So that decision continued for very few moments, and immediately somebody came and started interacting. And I kept this part aside because I was going to actually talk with the person. So, Bhaiya, my question now is that this evaluation and observation and evaluation part keeps happening at different times. So, um, is it going to happen that way that uh, observation will continue, uh, evaluation will keep happening, or I have to take a separate time to observe it? Because when I tried to do that the other time when I was traveling and I had time to look at it, the intensity got much reduced than it was when I was with him. Hmm. Was I able to convey the question, Bhaiya?
जी दीदी जी। So basically, when you are away from him, है ना, like in traveling, so no one is triggering you, है ना. The only you are observing whatever is happening in you.
Mhm.
But when you are with your father and having some reaction in you, so basically, this is the time when our sanskar has emerged. And when our sanskar emerged, whenever there is a circumstances conducive to our sanskar, this sanskar emerges. So, for example, and there is a greed in my sanskar. So, whenever there is an opportunity outside, this sanskar will emerge. Whenever, whenever I have non-acceptance in my sanskar, so whenever outside there is a circumstances that is not according to us, this sanskar will emerge. So, this sanskar comes out whenever there is appropriate circumstances for those sanskar. So it is better to have observation at that time when this sanskar has emerged. So there is a reaction, we can observe it. Maybe at that time we are not able to evaluate it, but at least we can observe it. So we can observe it as it is, and we can ask whether this feeling is naturally acceptable to us or not. But if it has not happened at that time, and there is a still reaction inside us, even I am not with my father. So that time also you can observe, but definitely intensity will be less, as you said, because person is not there. Reaction is there, person is not there. So that's why intensity will be not up to that extent when that person was with us. But we can go on with this process of observation. Now we need to be aware when you are not with that person. Are you analyzing or are you observing? This you need to be aware. So how will you check whether we are observing or analyzing something? So whenever there is a reaction in you, so this reaction will try to catch someone. Suddenly you will start remembering some face, maybe your father, not your father, maybe other person. So be aware that some persons are coming. So I will handle those persons later. This time I need to be aware what is happening in me at the level of feeling. So many thoughts will come. Be aware, thoughts are coming, but I need to observe myself as it is. So maybe dialogue between two thoughts, three thoughts. Let this dialogue happen. Just keep observing it. So don't indulge into this dialogue. If dialogues are happening, be aware. Yes, dialogues are happening between two thoughts. But I will not disturb it. And for example, sometimes you will see some song goes on in our mind. So one point is now I am aligned with that song. Second point is I am watching. I am observing my mind that this song is going on. So the moment you try to stop it, you will be indulged into it. So let it happen. Let's see how long it will go. So this we need to take care, Didi. Many times our thoughts are working. Maybe I am observing this is a thought. So wait for few moments and see what is happening. Whatever thoughts are coming, let them come. So when you are in observing mode, you will be watching all the thoughts. You will be aware of all the thoughts. But if you are indulged, then you will not be aware. Now you will be calculating something. So when person is not there, intensity will be less. This is true. But at that time also we need to be aware what is happening. Is it right, Didi?
Ji Bhaiya, very much helpful. Um, I think I again got into reaction later that why now I am not able to observe. And as you rightly mentioned, I get into the thoughts and I also add up to that uh, dialogue in the thoughts which are going on. So that I have to be careful. This is what I understand. I have to keep on my decision to observe and let it happen. Trust the process.
So be in the process,
Hmm.
you know, and let things happen. There are many thoughts that will come. One thought will argue with another thought. And for example, when you are talking to your father, you will see many thoughts will come in reference to UHV. Why he is not understanding? Uh, Body, self and body are in coexistence. When self will be at peace, then only body will be comfortable. You will see a resource person will come in your thought,
जी भैया.
and that resource person, you are not communicating with your father, but there will be two thought. One thought is resource person, and other thought will be audience. So this resource person will be telling someone in reference of something in reference of UHV, and that another thought that is participant will reply something. Then again this resource person will say something. So you will see the workshop happening in you. So let this workshop happen. Don't jump into it. So many times in our mind, this workshop starts. The moment the other person starts saying something, this workshop will start in you. So this workshop is going on in mind. You just observe it. Let it happen. Am I able to communicate with you?
जी, exactly भैया. This is what happens. And
जी,
very few moments that awareness and observation happens and immediately I jump into the conversation. But
जी,
now
जी,
I got that this is going to happen and I still have to be there.
जी. You just observe this workshop.
जी.
And just observe this workshop and see how long it will go.
Hmm.
So we have many kind of information, and each information comes in the form of thought. So there is a struggle in our mind. One thought is saying something to another thought is replying because this thought has another information. So there is a struggle in thoughts. So you keep observing it without interrupting it. Just keep observing it, and you will be able to see feeling. You just see whether feeling of opposition is there or relationship is there. So, but first practice the observation. Just see that you can see as it is or not. जी दीदी.
Yeah, thank you so much. I think I was trying to come to conclusion and immediately express it outside so that outside things go in a right way. But now I see that more opportunities there within me too. work on myself before taking any action outside. Hence that.
And take it as a process, Didi, है ना? For example,
Mm.
some conclusion has come in your mind somehow, and you are communicating to other person. Now take this communication as a process. You have communicated something. Now see how the other minds react. है ना? You have thrown ball. Now see what other person does with this ball. Whether he will catch it or he will throw on you again. So this is a process. So you say something, है ना? Then other person, according to his sanskar, will react or respond. Once he react or respond, now this expression will come to you. Now you start observing it, what is happening in your mind. So one way is to see other as a consciousness, not as a father, mother, and a child. You see that uh, you take it as I am communicating something. Now it will goes to another consciousness, and others mind will react it, may respond it as per their sanskar. So now your communication has gone to other consciousness. Now this consciousness will reply you based on its sanskar. So it is not my father who is replying, it is not my mother who is replying, it is consciousness that is replying. So when you keep consciousness at the center, then you can see this process. But once you keep father, mother, director, HOD at the center, then with this relationship we have many assumptions, and that assumptions disturb the process. So always see, I am telling something, I am saying something. Now it will go to another consciousness, and let see how the other consciousness reply this. Then welcome his reply. Then evaluate in your in you. Then you reply. Then again be aware how this consciousness will reply this. So communication is happening between two consciousness. Body has very definite role. Only reading information, giving information. So I am communicating with consciousness. Keep consciousness at the center. So you will be able to see easily. Because when we say na, father, mother, so we have many assumptions, many past assumptions with their behavior. So these are obstacle in the process. So take others as a consciousness and enjoy this process. I have said something. Now let's see how the other consciousness react on this or respond on this. So keep consciousness at the center. जी दीदी.
Thank you very much, Bhaiya. That was helpful to go ahead and be okay with the process. Otherwise, uh, getting into roles becomes makes me into that reaction mode. That was helpful.
जी
Thank you so much, Bhaiya.
जी. Try this दीदी.
Ji.
Okay.
Namaste, Bhaiya.
Namaste दीदी.
Uh, just now I was listening your discussion with Nidhi Didi. The only thing
जी
I am confused now here. You said you have to communicate with consciousness, not with Dean, HOD, father, mother, sister, XYZ. But
जी
when in practice, actually, when you are doing it, when let's say I'm talking to you, I know you are so and so in XYZ college, or I'm talking to Nidhi Didi, I know she's a volunteer in UHV. My communication in conscious, okay, fine, I can put a practice. that okay, I'm talking, I'm raising my doubt, but in practically how possible it is, how do you actually practice it that you don't get into the relation as a father mother, sir, madam, all these things? This is my question. Just now when I was listening discussion, I had a thought. So if you can help us with that.
Ultimately, we are communicating with consciousness, and consciousness is replying.
Okay.
So the relation, ultimately, I am replying.
Okay.
I
Now
am not aware. I
okay.
am not aware. Many of you.
Okay.
So there are 141 participants at this time,
Okay.
and I am not much aware about
Hmm.
everyone.
Hmm.
So how I am communicating? I am
Okay.
communicating only keeping consciousness at the reference. I am communicating with consciousness. I say
Hmm.
I am saying something. Now other
Hmm.
consciousness will reply.
Yes.
I will listen it. I will listen it through the help of body as a sensation.
Okay.
I will interpret this sensation in completeness. Then I will
Okay.
reply. Then this information will go to you, and as a
Hmm.
consciousness you will reply.
Okay. Huh.
Ultimately consciousness is replying.
Okay, so basically what I understood just now, what you said is like you do not have to have preconditioning about any relation in your mind and don't keep any reaction in your mind. Don't react to anything.
What I am saying,
Huh.
respond with the understanding of completeness.
Okay. Okay.
So
So
we are not recommending G.
uh-huh. No, is it so? I mean, it's okay now with in office or in other areas. We may not think about father, mother, sorry, sir, madam, dean, HOD, and all that. But then in family, when it happens, is it so easy to do that? Because sometimes we do tend to be biased. Okay, my child, my father or my husband, something like that, we tend to get some kind of influence or what you say, biasness that okay, my child is right or I am right or something like that.
G. So biasness comes because you have associated your family member na, as mine.
Hmm.
They are mine.
Hmm. Okay.
So biasness will come. They are also consciousness. They are
Uh-huh.
reacting according to their sanskar. I am
Okay.
communicating according to my sanskar. And ultimately,
Okay.
I need to help their sanskar to align with harmony.
Okay.
So relationship,
Yes.
है ना, the name in
Yes.
relationship
Uh-huh.
is just a way to communicate. But ultimately, we are communicating with consciousness. है ना? So I
Okay.
am with few consciousness in my family, and I am with other consciousness in my office.
Hmm.
So ultimately, communication is taking place in consciousness, with consciousness.
Okay.
The body is just medium.
Hmm. Yes. Yes.
So
Body is
as a
just a
human
medium. Yeah.
being, as a human being, we are defining some name in relationship. My father, my mother.
Hmm.
So these are name in relationship. That indicates that I am born in this home with these two persons, father and mother.
Hmm.
So when we say father and mother, it gives some kind of sense that I am born uh, with the help of these two people.
Hmm.
So relation is indicating something. Name in
Okay.
relationship is indicating something. But
Yes.
ultimately, we are communicating with consciousness.
Okay.
Similarly, with the body, and if I am aware that I am communicating with consciousness, then the clothes, body color, body shape will not affect me.
Yes. Hmm.
And if my focus is on body only, not in consciousness, And then the others body language, tone, color, lifestyle, style of clothes, everything will affect me,
True.
right? So
Yeah, true.
suppose there is a person whose clothes are not clean and he is speaking to you.
Mm.
Now you are not aware that I am talking to consciousness. Now your focus will shift to the body. And if
True.
his lifestyle is not matching with your lifestyle, then you will start with many assumptions, maybe with many reactions.
Correct.
So that awareness is required that I am communicating with consciousness. I am using my body as an instrument. The other person also using his body as an instrument.
Yes.
So communication is
Yes.
taking place between two consciousness.
Okay.
So when other is communicating, I will understand his state of being. I will express my state of being. In this manner, we will be complement.
Yes.
If I am not understanding his state of being through his words, and I am giving some otherwise meaning, then it will create problem in communication.
Correct. Okay.
Right? So
Yes.
whenever
Yes.
you
Thank you
ask
very
any question, whenever you ask any question, I have not seen you.
No. Yes.
है ना? But whenever
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
ask any question, so I want to help you, मतलब consciousness.
Yes.
So whenever you ask any question, it creates some sensation in my body. I read
Okay.
it and I try to understand what is your state of being. What should I address, है ना, that you get resolved.
Mm.
So I am keeping only the consciousness state of being at the center. So that's why I am feeling comfortable while talking with 150 people daily for 1 hour.
Yes. Yes.
Right? Didi?
Yes, yes. Thank you. I will try to keep my conscious always. I mean, I'm not promising it will happen, but then I'll put my effort to keep it active, so that in place of body or in place of relation, like mother, father, sir, madam, and all that, let's let me try to communicate to conscious. Thank you, Bhaiya. Thank you so
जी
much.
जी
Thank you. Thank you so
जी दीदी
much.
नमस्ते दीदी
Nam- Namaste. Namaste.
जी. So only 5 minutes are remaining. So let's take one sharing from her.
Oh, namaste भैया. I will just take
नमस्ते
2
दीदी
minutes.
जी
Uh,
जी
भैया जैसे आपने बताया कि हमको स्टेट ऑफ बीइंग से कम्युनिकेट करना है, लेकिन उसके बीच में एक चीज होती है कि हमारा राइट और दूसरे का राइट, या हमारे लिए जो रॉन्ग है दूसरे का रॉन्ग, तो ये हम प्री कंडीशनड है. तो जब हम कम्युनिकेट करते हैं तो हमें बड़ा स्ट्रांग बिलीव होता है कि आई एम राइट, मुझे ये प्री कंडीशन है तो दिस इज माई राइट. तो जो कॉन्फ्लिक्ट होता है वो माई राइट में होता है. तो उस चीज को अगर वो उस टाइम चल रहा है, क्योंकि हमारा संस्कार भी है, प्री कंडीशन भी है, कि मुझे जैसे पता है कि घर साफ रखना इज गुड, बहुत ही सिंपल एग्जाम्पल, और सामने नहीं हो रहा है, तो मुझे बहुत ही फर्मली बिलीव है कि आई एम राइट. तो इस चीज को हम इस प्रोसेस में कैसे अवॉइड कर सकते हैं, वो मुझे पूछना था.
जी दीदी so
थैंक यू भैया.
rather than saying right or wrong, we may say there is a difference in the state of being. I am at different level, the other person is at different level, other consciousness is at different level, at the level of sanskar. So there is a difference in competence. And if I am right, I will try to be compliment. But problem happens when I start convincing that you are wrong. Then problem starts in communication. So there is a
जी
difference.
भैया.
One is at one level, second is maybe up or down at the level of sanskar. So if I am right, I will try to complement the other consciousness, or I will start blaming other. If I am blaming other, or I am in trouble with others, it means I have assumed some preconditioning as right, but my sanskar is not with completeness. So at particular point, you may feel that you are right, and at particular point, that person may not be up to that level. Then what we will do? We will compliment other person. So when if you are thinking for complementarity, it means now your sanskar is right, aligned with relationship, harmony, and coexistence. If your thoughts are centered around blaming, complaining, then it means I have assumed myself right. Intention wise, I may be right, but my sanskar are not aligned with the reality. For example, let's take one example. Suppose you are asking your child to take healthy food and he is not convinced. So intention wise, you are very right. You want to nurture his body. So intention wise, you are very right. That's why you are assuming yourself right, because your intention is right. But at the level of sanskar, now if I have a feeling of opposition, if I have started blaming, last time you also could not take
Yes, Bhaiya.
right vegetable and etc. etc. Now if it is happening, it means my sanskars are not aligned with the right. So that we need to evaluate. So intention wise, I am right, but my sanskars are not aligned, are not ready to communicate with feeling of relationship, harmony, coexistence. That's why I am right, but I am trouble also. I am in uncomfortability also. So if I am right, I will be comfortable. And right means my sanskars are now aligned with my intention. So we need to evaluate our sanskar, Didi.
Ji, Bhaiya, means acceptance, because of lack of acceptance, uh, I'm trying to put another person to my level. So that is a wrong sanskar. I should accept the person as it is. Correct,
I
Bhaiya?
should accept the competence as it is. I should accept that other person also want to be happy in continuity. Now I can complement with the right program with that person. The only issue is that person is not getting right program. He want to be happy in continuity. He want to live in relationship, but he is not having any right program. He is not having any right process so that he may align his sanskar with relationship. So I can complement by communicating a right process, a right program. So if that person gets the right program, right process, there will be a scope to live up to the level of natural acceptance. Right,
जी
Didi?
भैया जी बहुत बहुत ही very beautiful answer. Thank you so much, भैया.
जी. Okay, so it's time for Hindi session. One hand is still raised, Rajendra Bhaiya, but I will take Rajendra Bhaiya sharing tomorrow. So namaste everyone. We will keep this discussion continue tomorrow also. So it's time for Hindi session. Namaste, Nidhi Didi.
Ji, thank you so much, Bhaiya, for all your help in uh, making this process part of our daily routine. With that, I thank all the participants for participating actively.